Check it.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're here for the first part of the finale of the Need for Speed Most Wanted Let's Play. This is a Let's Play which has been going on for way too long, and now we are in the final 3 episodes. So you're probably wondering, what are these final 3 episodes going to consist of? Well, the first episode today, we are going to prepare the battlefield, and I will explain what that means in a minute. The second one, we're actually going to be racing Razor, and the third one, we might do some of the last of Razor's races, and then obviously the final pursuit. And that's the end of the Let's Play. So realistically, this time next week it should be over, really. So with that being said, you're probably wondering, what does prepare the battlefield mean?
Prepare the battlefield.
So many of you have said that this R32 is very OP, and you know what, I completely agree with you. That's why I literally just discarded it. I completely agree. It's got to the point now where it's not even fun to drive, so you know what, we're not going to drive it at all. And what we're going to do instead is create the final car, the final solution, the final deletion. That is what we're going to do today. Now, I did ask Twitter, and it was basically down to 2 cars, the Murcielago and the GTI. I then tweeted out once more. I said it was between the Murcielago and the GTI on Twitter. I said that, and everyone came back, and it was pretty much everyone wanted the GTI. I'll put in a little screenshot up here. Everyone wanted the GTI. So that's what we're going to go ahead and use. We're going to go ahead and use the GTI. And we're going to go ahead and see how it is. So I'm going to go over to the car lot. We're going to go ahead and buy one. And we're going to go ahead and create the final car for this Let's Play. So here we are in the car lot. It's literally like, what, 4th car across? 35k, we've got 800k to spend, so we've got plenty of money to spend to make the car look like our own. Honestly, wouldn't have been my first pick, but regardless, that's what you guys have picked, so we're going to go ahead and go with it. So we're going to go ahead and buy it and drive out now, and then we're going to go straight to the customization shop, where we will make this look like our own. So yeah, again, another transition. I will see you guys there. So here we are in the customization shop. We have got plenty of options for this car, so we're going to go ahead and get straight into this. So if we go into the body kits, we can see we've got this option. Wow, Jesus, that front end. Can I go and showcase view here? Oh my god, the back end. What the fuck happened? We've got the third option, which is a bit better than the second option, and then we've got the final version. Now, I actually don't remember which version Sony had on his car. Doesn't look like it was any of them. If anything, it was his first one, and I don't know, it just doesn't remind me of that. But that is kind of the best body kit. We could keep it stock and just slam it. I guess we'll see how that looks. It might be a good idea to do the performance first and then come back and do everything else afterwards, just because after we've done the performance, the car's a bit lower and whatnot. So you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and do the visual customization. Right, so I've literally just gone ahead and done it. It cost about 300,000, so we still got quite a lot to spend, and it doesn't look like the car is like any lower at all. Like, it literally has not changed at all. So we're going to keep it stock for now, without a body kit. We will be changing the rims and whatnot, but we're not going to put a body kit on it yet, because I want to see if this looks good. So, we are going to put some BBS LMs. We're going to go ahead and slap those on. Shit. So, that's what happens when you accidentally click off the game. Anyway, yeah, we've got some BBS For fuck's sake! Right, there we go, 20 inches. We're going to keep it at 20, because I think that does look quite nice. As for hoods and stuff, I guess we can give it a tri-slot hood. That's always been my favourite in these games, although that does kind of look a bit weird. It does look a bit weird thinking about it, so I think we'll miss the hood for now. We might add it a bit later if we do end up putting a body kit on. I want to see what this looks like just in crystal white. I've got a feeling it might look quite nice if we just keep it stock like that and keep it kind of unsuspecting. You know, obviously nowadays kind of less is more really when it comes down to cars, so hopefully it does look pretty nice. I'm trying to find a pearl red. I want to have a red window tint to match that kind of red GTI stripe on the front, so maybe like that kind of works, I guess. There's really not much else I want to do to the car. I kind of want it to be a bit lower, but really we can't do much about that. I do think that does look quite nice though, having it stock instead of something which is outrageous and looks like a race car. It looks a bit unsuspecting, and I kind of like that. Now I want to make sure I've got max springs on right now, because again, that doesn't look lowered like at all. I don't know why. Look how much gap there is. So here it is. This is the car. As you can see, very unsuspecting. I've never finished the game in a Golf GTI, so to use this kind of sleeper car, pretty goddamn cool. Plus I've never used this car at the end before, so I'm really intrigued to see how it performs. But we're going to go ahead, get straight into a race. We're not going to go face Razor today. We're just going to go ahead and do a practice race, see what this car is like, and then obviously next episode we will start to challenge Razor and hopefully defeat him. So if we go into race events here, we'll go ahead and do this speed trap since I've not done it yet, and also there's police in it as well, so that could be quite interesting. So without further ado, let's get straight into this race. Okay, so here we go. So there's an SLR, a Supra, and an Audi S4 it looks like, or A4 or something like that. Immediately, it's completely different to the R32 that we had before. The engine noise is a lot different, and it's just not as fast off the line as you would kind of expect it to be. But it's still romping the competition. We're not quite in front like we were with the R32, but the speeds are still much higher than the competition, and the AI still seems to be pretty dead. Oh, I was going to try and weave through there. That didn't quite work. Although it does seem like we are still in first place. Now, I'm having it feels a lot slower than the R32. I'll say that for sure. But it still feels very, very, very fast. I've got to say, I think the option to not put a body kit on paid off too, because looks wise I much prefer it looking like a sleeper than just an all-out race car, especially because kind of some of the body kits do look ugly. You know, it was kind of 2005 Fast and Furious phase, you know, doesn't look awfully amazing. Without the body kit, I've got to say overall looks pretty goddamn nice, and as you can see, this thing is absolutely flying. Weirdly enough, you can tell it's front wheel drive. Like, this thing is understeering every now and then, which it is pretty odd, but you know, you take it as it comes really. All I'm saying is the final race is going to be very interesting indeed, as we have built the final car for this Let's Play, and this is the third to last episode. I will join you guys tomorrow or the day afterwards, or in the next episode, the penultimate episode, where we will start to try to face Razor and hopefully defeat him. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe and peace.
Senior Benjamin, prepare the battlefield for massacre.